Namo Amida Butsu, 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 Namanda, Namanda, Namanda. Okay, good morning, everyone. Thanks for coming to this Sunday service on June 16th. So today we are having Bishops and Rimban's memorial service. So this is one of the special occasions to express our appreciation and respect to the past bishops and Rimbans. Then also today is the 16th of June, or 16th of every month is our founder Shinran Shonin's monthly memorial service. So we combine Shinran Shonin's memorial service, monthly memorial service today. So today service program is Kansho, then chanting of Sanbujo, then Hyobyakumon aspiration. Then today Sutra chanting Shoshin Nembutsuge with the Junirai melody. Then all the bishops, past bishops and Rimban's photos, names and photos are displayed in the screen. Then today the Gatha is the Lord Buddha speaks to me. Then today reading is a threefold refuge. Then Dharma message. Then general announcement. So this is today's service program. So to begin the service, so first I'd like to begin with the Kansho. Please join me in Gassho. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda, 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 Namanda. Chanting of Sanbujo, please see it on the screen. 上釈迦如来にうど上三下無常ジポ如来にうど上三下Today, on this occasion of the BCA bishops and Seattle Betsuin Rimban's memorial service, Seattle Betsuin Sangha have reverently come before Amida Buddha in memory of our past bishops and Rimbans. With deepest reverence and gratitude for the all-embracing wisdom and compassion of Amida, we affirm the three homages. I go to the Buddha for guidance. I go to the Dharma for guidance. I go to the Sangha for guidance. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda, Namanda, Namanda. Now we have a chanting of Shoshin Nembutsuge with the Junirai melody. On the orange service book on the page 2 from the Japanese side, you can see the alphabet too. Kimyo umuryo junyorai Namo fukashi ko Houtou bosatsu inichi Zai seiji zai o busho Token sho butsu jou doim Kokudo ninden shizenman Konryu mujou shushou ga Chou tsukeru dai guzei Goko shi yui shi shouju 十世妙正門寺本不法無量無変更無限無体公変の少女歓喜知恵公不断断事無所根超日学校小人説一切群上無故所本願妙語小上語死死信行願に上と学小大涅槃非死滅道願成就如来所以公主世唯説弥陀本願会五辱悪事群上会お信如来如実言納仏一年期配信不断本の特涅槃門上逆法再永流領主死入会一味摂取信仰上昇語意の水波無明波とんない心臓死有無上不真実真人天非如理故不無無死下妙無暗逆心謙虚大胸筋即応超絶語悪臭一切全幕本部人門心如来偶税願仏言光大小下者善人妙分大利権弥陀仏本願念仏邪見教満楽修上信行十字人に南南中市南部家臣インド最天使論言中華自治域史こそ現代諸公摂生意妙如来本税法金釈迦如来両が戦一種五妙難天軸龍十大事主とせ質の財派有無権先絶大乗無常法召喚議事小安楽賢治難行六六信行異行指導楽億年弥陀仏本願次年九時入筆上唯意の上昇如来語お法大悲具税本天神菩薩増論説奇妙無下故如来永州たら賢 言真実、公有性王有長有大聖願、公有本願力栄光、異道群上有小有一心、気入空独大法有会、筆逆流大英収集、特使連下造世界、即小心妙法生人、有本の人間人図、入所自本自法言、本師鈍乱両天心、上位恋乱小菩薩来、三蔵ルシ十上教、凡上宣教気楽法、天神菩薩論中下、法有道因果見性願、法有言念公有他力、小有上心有信心、枠前本部信事没、承知承知即涅槃、必死無量公有妙有道、小有修上有回復形、同社結小有道難所、有意妙有上有道活入、万全自力変言集、円満特語有感染症、三不三神経本言、増末増滅同品、一生有増白地偶税、四安如有外小有妙有感、全道有独妙有仏小有品、公有愛上有三有逆白、公有妙有妙有語有見因念、介入本願第一回、行者小樹今後有心、狂気一年相有語、用意大という逆三人、即所有法所有四上有楽、原神公有会一大教、偏気安如会一切、先祖出身反戦人、法家二道小有弁流、極十悪に有小有仏、我薬在非摂取中、門の小有元水空見、大非無見上有小有が、本資源空妙有仏教、連民全幕本部に、新宗教有小有公編集、戦弱本願具悪性、現代生じ臨伝下、決知義上異所し、即入弱上無意楽、一致新人異能入、愚教大事修士と、上有祭無権、極上悪、道不足自主、空洞 心しこうそうせなまんだぶなまんだぶなまんだぶなまんだぶなまんだぶなまんだぶがんにしくどくびょうどうせいさいといほんぼだいしおうじょうあんらこ合唱ナモ阿弥陀仏、ナモ阿弥陀仏、ナモ阿弥陀仏、ナモ阿弥陀仏、ナモ阿弥陀仏、ナマンダ、ブナマンダ、ブナマンダ、ブナマンダ、ブナマンダ。
Lord Buddha speaks to me in accents low. My child, look up and learn the truth I show. Trust not illusions vision. Ever brief and fleeting, for only truth can give you your heart's desire. Lord Buddha speaks to me when friends depart, when loneliness assails my aching heart. My child, thy feet once wandered, lonely in the forest, but in that hour of darkness I found truth's light.
Please join me in Gassho for the threefold refuge. Difficult is it to receive a human form. Now we are living it. Difficult is it to hear the Dharma of the Buddha. Now we hear it. If we do not cross over to the truth in the present life, in what life shall we cross over? Let us with sincerity and true reverence take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in the Buddha. May we, together with all sentient beings, awaken to the great way of enlightenment and to the unsurpassed intent of Amida Buddha. I take refuge in the Dharma. May we, together with all sentient beings, enter the storehouse of the Dharma, becoming like the wisdom ocean. I take refuge in the Sangha. May we, together with all sentient beings, become units in true accord, in harmony with all things. The purest, profound, and wondrous Dharma is rare to encounter, even in many hundreds and thousands of kalpas. Now we are privileged to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of the Tathagata's teaching. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namandab. Namandab. Nam. Okay, thank you. Please be seated. Okay. Okay, to begin my Dharma message, please join me in Gasho, put your hands together. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namandab, Namandab, Namandab. Okay, ohayou gozaimasu. Good morning. Thank you again for attending this BCA Bishops and Seattle Betsuin Rimban's memorial service this morning. And also, we are having the Shinran Shonin's monthly memorial service this morning. So, could you go to the next slide? So today, as I mentioned, we are having the BCA Bishops and Seattle Betsuin Rimban's memorial service, the past Bishops and past Rimban's memorial service today. So Bishops and Rimban's, Bishop is of course a leader of Buddhist Churches of America organization to taking a leadership to propagate the Jodo Shinshu in the United States. Those Rimbans, who are assigned to Seattle Betsuin Buddhist Temple, was, as a head minister, leader of the temple Betsuin to spreading the Dharma with Sangha members here in Seattle. Then we have this many past bishops and the Rimbans. How many do you know? How many do you recognize? 1, 2, 3, can you count? So then this year, we have to add Bishop Seigen Yamaoka, who passed away last December. So Yamaoka Sensei was a bishop before then. It is really a unique situation because he became a bishop when he was still young. Even after he ended bishop's term, he didn't, usually after bishop's term is over, bishop retired, because of the age usually. But Yamaoka Sensei was still young, so I think he assigned himself to the Oakland Buddhist Temple. Then he served for the Oakland Buddhist Temple for a while. Then also, he was really big supporter of IBS, Institute of Buddhist Studies. So he made so much effort to improve Institute of Buddhist Studies. So those bishops and Rimban, of course, as I mentioned, taking a leadership to spread the Buddhism in the United States, the Jodo Shinshu teachings. So now I would like to think, am I saying, spreading the Buddhism. So then now sometimes people ask me, what is Buddhism? What is Buddhism? The one, our bishops and Rimbans try their best to spreading the teaching, the Buddhism. So now today, on this occasion, I would like to think about what is Buddhism? Please go, yeah, what is Buddhism? So if someone asks you what is Buddhism, what do you answer? People don't expect a long answer, right? What is Buddhism for you? So people maybe expect just a simple answer. That's maybe we have to think. There are so many ways to, answer these questions. So, but to me, I have two answers to this question. What is Buddhism? Two simple answers. So one is, please click, mirror. Buddhism, to me, is a mirror to show me, who I am inside of myself. Then this one is showing, the behind the head where I cannot see. So when we see myself, some part of myself, maybe I may be able to understand who I am, but some part of myself, I cannot see myself. But Buddhism is showing, telling us who I am entirely. So that's a teaching. That's why self-reflection is so important. Self-reflection in Buddhism, self-reflection is so important. So one answer is, someone asked me, what is Buddhism? Buddhism is a mirror to show me who I am. That's a simple answer. The second answer is, so Buddhism is a path. Nowadays, so it is really fun to find these kind of illustrations. So, sometimes people are saying, Buddhism is the way of living, the way how we live our life. So sometimes, we have to stop, sometimes tired, sometimes so happy. So, but always, reflecting upon myself, this is the path to follow. This is the path to walk. So Buddhism is the path for me to walk. Of course, the goal is attaining enlightenment and becoming a Buddha. From here, as a bamboo, to becoming a Buddha. This is the path. Buddhism is the path from here to Buddha. So this is my answer. Then, because Buddhism is a path, from point A to point B. Don't stay here. We have to go to point B, is attaining enlightenment. If people think, I don't have to go to the destination. I don't have to be, it is okay to be here, stay here. People who think about that way, maybe people are not interested in Buddhism because this is a path to achieve this goal, telling us the goal and the path. So that's why, people who thinks, I have to change something in my life. I have to be, attaining enlightenment. I have to change my life. So somehow, those people who are questioning yourself, maybe more meaningful path. So, but people who think, no, maybe I'm okay. I'm here. No, I don't have to change anything. Those people who think that way, maybe doesn't struck this teaching. So then the Buddhism is start from our life is suffering. Our life is suffering. Could you go to the next slide? So, maybe you keep hearing, our life is suffering all the time. But people have a different interpretation. Seems like people have all different kinds of interpretation. Life is suffering. But in Buddhism, the life of suffering, the suffering means that things are not going as I expect. Always something happens which I don't expect, which I don't wish. So that's the meaning of life is suffering. So Buddhism is starting from this question: is our life suffering? Am our life suffering? So using this teaching, they first reflect upon myself. Then ancient Indian people, they thought about there are 6 worlds, 6 realms of suffering. I think, do you remember, do you recognize all these 6? So could you go to the next slide? six realms. In Japanese, we call rokudo. So according to ancient India's understanding, the human life, or not only the humans, probably all living beings, they reincarnate, reborn in this reincarnation. Then when I Google it, I found on the left side of the image, this is a six realms. So can you see the six? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know number. 1. Then one of them is a humans, which we are here now. But I think it is not easy to tell which one is a human's realms. Then I also found another image. Can you tell what it is? これ地獄 hell. Image of hell. So this, can you recognize this? これガキ is a hungry ghost. Hungry image of the hungry ghost. So there are 6 realms. So please go to the next. So 6 realms are these 6. One is heaven. So heaven is don't mix up with the Christians' heaven. This is I'm talking about ancient Indian people's philosophy understanding of 6 realms. One is a heaven. So it's a realm of pleasure. And I found this word. I hope this word is right, but I wasn't sure. Decadence. So kind of lazy, becoming a lazy, because so many things, so many things are going as I expect. So everything is, go as I want. So people think that way. Or so many, I don't know how I can explain about this, but decadence was becoming too much pleasure, then becoming a lazy. Don't think about sufferings or human life. So this is the realm of heaven. So the next one is humans. Human realm is a realm of 4 sufferings: birth, aging, sickness, and death. So then the next one is a warrior. Warrior's realm is a realm of anger and fighting. Anger and fighting. The realm of beast means realm of ignorance. Realm of ignorance. The next one is a hungry ghost. So, the Obon season is coming soon. Then when we talk about Obon, we talk about the realm of a hungry ghost, where Mokurana's mother was sent to the realm of a hungry ghost. So this is a realm of people who are greedy people, beings, are sent to this realm of a hungry ghost. Then last one is hell, realm of hell. So realm of all kinds of pains and sufferings. So according to ancient Indian understanding, in the real world of suffering has these kinds of sufferings. So we born, reincarnate over and over again in this one of these 6 realms. Do you know which realm you were before? You don't remember? Yeah, I don't remember either. So, but people think, if I die, if my life ends, then we are reborn into one of these 6 realms. So people think that way. Then among these 6 realms, it says only the human realm was able to listen to the Buddha's teaching. Only the human realm is able to listen to the Buddha's teaching. So Buddhism was, before Shakyamuni Buddha was born in this world, this understanding was already there in ancient India about 2,500 years ago. So people are suffering about these 6 realms. People try to, escape from these six realms, because as long as we are reborn in this reincarnation system, still in the realm of suffering. So that's why people try to find a way to be freed from this reincarnation system. That Shakyamuni Buddha attained enlightenment. So Shakyamuni Buddha, attained enlightenment and becoming a Buddha, which means this is a path to be freed from, liberate from this reincarnation system. So Shakyamuni Buddha found the path to be freed from this reincarnation. So that's the teaching of Buddhism, guidance of Buddhism. So Buddhism is originated of telling us, guiding us to be liberated from this six reincarnation system. Then, as I also mentioned, Buddhism as a mirror to show me who I am. So using these six realms, we can see, we can reflect upon ourselves. For example, next slide, please. Using the realm of beasts or animals, what we in Japanese we call chikusho. If I just put the beast or animals, this image came up automatically. So I'm using this. Oh. Oh, mine is really different. Okay. Anyway, so this is a realm of beast. The lion's image just came up in my mind. But when we think about beasts and animals, something like this kind of animals, the image came up in my mind. So next slide, please. So our understanding of animal or beast is always think about, those beings, one's outer world appearance, how they look like a four-legged animal, hairy animal, animal which lower on the back. So that's we think about, categorize this is an animal or beast. But Buddhist way of understanding is a little bit different. So we use this as a one state of their mind or heart. So as I mentioned, the realm of beast and animal is realm of ignorance. So ignorance means not knowing their suffering or pain, not knowing the cause of the suffering, That we call real beast or animal. So the animal or beast means cannot judge good or bad, cannot do self-examination. These living beings we call animal. We only think about outer looks, but that's not the way we categorize animals or not. So we have to think about we have to look at our inside of myself. If I am doing self-examination all the time, if not, maybe I am an animal, I am a beast. My heart, my mind is the state of the realm of beasts and animals. So please go to the next slide. So when I think that way, so we can think about, six realms is state of a heart and mind, using the state of a heart and mind. The heavens could be the being who are deluded that everything goes they want. When you are thinking, everything is going as I expect, that means our heart and mind is kind of realm of heavens. So next is the human beings, realm of human beings. Human beings, people think about birth and death. Our life is impermanent. Our life is interdependent. When you are thinking about that way, your mind is human's mind, human's heart. So the next is a warrior. The warrior means your heart and mind filled with anger and revenge. But now, when we look at our world, lots of people has anger and revenge. So those, whatever happening in this world, probably in our heart and mind is a state of the warrior, not the humans. So the next one is an animal. Animal means filled, as I mentioned, filled with the ignorance. Ignorance means not knowing our satisfaction, not knowing the cause of our greed, anger, ignorance, not doing any self-reflection, self-examination. So those who are not doing, thinking about myself, maybe my mind, my state could be state of animals or beast. So the next is a hungry ghost. Hungry ghost is one's heart or mind is filled with greed. I always want this, want this, want this, want this. I want this. Never satisfy yourself. That's hungry ghost. So when I'm thinking about, always becoming a greedy, my mind is maybe I would say the hungry ghost. The hell is filled with all kinds of pains, sufferings, and difficulties. So when I am experiencing all kinds of pain, suffering, and difficulties, I could say maybe my mind is hell, a state of hell. Then, as I mentioned, only the humans, state of the human, heart and mind, what the situation or condition, we are able to listen to the Buddha's teaching. So when my mind is like a heaven, or warrior, animal, or hungry ghost, or hell, that's my mind, my heart is not ready to listen to the Buddha's teaching. So please go to the next slide. So that's why we have to try to keep our heart and mind as a humans realm, state of the human beings. So human beings, one who realize one's life is birth, aging, sickness, and death. These are 4 sufferings of human beings. So one's life is impermanent. One's life is interdependent. Those who realize these teachings, their state, your mind is as a human right now. It is a state of the one's heart and mind which is able to listen to the Buddha's teaching. As Buddhists, we need to stay in the realm of humans. That's we try our best. So every Sunday, coming to the Sunday service, listen to even nowadays YouTube, also, or reading the books. Try to stay our mind as a human beings. So because probably when you look at when you think about yourself, sometimes you can tell maybe using those 6 realms. Sometimes I say, my mind is something like a warrior, really upset. Sometimes I become animal. My mind is just like an animal. My mind is just like a hungry ghost. Rather than using the outer looks, using the 6 realms, using as a mirror to think about myself, then if you think you are not in the human being's state or realms, then you try your best, come back to the human world, realm of humans. So this is the one way I'd like to, this is one way I want to share how I appreciate, understand the Buddha's teaching. So 6 realm, rather than using this 6 realm as a physical world to be reborn, using this 6 realm to show me how my mind, how our heart is. So my mind is always changing one of these 6 realms all the time. So as a Buddhist, we try to be the human mind, then always listen to the Buddha's teaching. As I mentioned, this is one of my appreciation and understanding of what Buddhism is. So maybe next time, next Sunday or following Sunday, I may be explaining or sharing what is 浄土真宗 next time. Thank you for attending this service. To conclude my message, please join me in 合唱 put your hands together. ナモアミダ仏、ナモアミダ仏、ナモアミダ仏、ナモアミダ仏、ナマンダ、ナモ。はい、ありがとうございました。Thank you. Now is a time for the general announcement. Anybody has any announcement? I put some flyers on the table, so please take a look. Then Northwest Convention is going to be held in September 13th, 14th, and the 15th. So those who are not signed up yet, please, there is a QR code. If you need help, we have someone to help you to sign in. So please let us know. Okay, now I'd like to close this service. Please join me in 合唱. Put your hands together. ナモアミダ仏、ナモアミダ仏、ナモアミダ仏、ナモアミダ仏、ナマンダ、ナマンダ。はい、ありがとうございました。Thank you.